JJ, you're playing something. You are labeled retro boy right now
Yes,
because you like old things,
I do like old things.
apparently, and you play a lot of our review codes that we get
So all
for
the review
classic,
codes are like re-releases of games from
yeah,
30 to 40
releases. Yeah.
years ago. Yeah.
Speaking of a game from like 20, 30, 40 years ago, Tomba has
Yeah.
been released,
Yeah,
and you're
Tomba's been
playing
released again.
again.
Limited run with their Carbon engine has decided in their almighty wisdom to just release a port of
Okay.
Tomba. Uh, I like Tomba.
Yeah.
I don't know like what the legs are for somebody who's never didn't grow up during this era, because Tomba represents it's a very specific point in time.
Hmm.
Tomba is early PlayStation 1 stuff where it is nobody critics are really sick and tired of 2D games,
Mm-hmm.
but uh people are still learning 3D games. So
Love this animation.
Tomba is like, what if we made a 3D game out of a 2D game? So it's a 2D side scroller with
Okay.
some like an intriguing take on combat. It really revolves around kind of two things: throwing your like morning star that you could see in this ad, and like leaping onto downed enemies, like jumping
Huh.
onto the pigs, and then like from there you can throw things.
Oh my gosh.
But you can also do that with like jumping onto like for like platforming purposes and
Okay.
stuff. And you can climb up walls, and it's multi-planed, so you can like go into like a building that's in the background and climb up it and stuff. And
Oh,
it was
neat.
really clever and cool, uh, like in the PlayStation One
Mm-hmm.
era, and I like it from that standpoint. I don't think it holds up particularly well today.
Interesting.
Uh, this release kind of sucks. Um, it's very bare bones. They didn't really do anything with it. Like, and I understand a limited run is more into the preservation part of it with the carbon engine. So it's like, what do you do to it? What can you really do to it? Like to release it, and they didn't really do anything. They added a new soundtrack to it that sucks.
Mm.
The special edition soundtrack is not good. Uh, and uh, even like it's so bad that like some of them like overpower the like sound effects and stuff
Hmm.
because of the game. It's weird. It's a bad release of this game, and I can't even get it to run anymore. I never beat this. I hit play each like 15 minutes before going on. Even I just wanted to put in a
Mm.
couple more. It wouldn't even launch. I deleted it. I
Wow.
reinstalled it.
Well, really? Like this
Yeah,
is
I
like
can't. I just it just
post-release. Like this isn't like pre-release, or was this like?
no. This is
Oh, yeah.
full. This game's been out for a few weeks now. I went through like
Oof.
the discussion forums, and like on the there's like a forum thread of people saying I can't get it to launch. Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. I'm like,
Wow.
I don't know what. I saw one person say you got to disable Steam input, and I was like, okay, I'll do that.
What?
That didn't fix it, so I don't know what the fuck happened with this game, why it's not launching anymore. So it's just, it's yeah, it's I
Got
don't know,
interviews and more.
How, yeah.
yeah,
How are the interviews?
yeah. Fuck if I know.
What's for more?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's the more?
I just started playing the game. I got like partway through it, and then I could just stop working for me. So it's like I said, I don't know if the game's broken, if there's a bad patch. Uh, like I don't know, because I'm on Steam. Like I said, I'm on Steam. I'm sure it's fine on the Switch. One would hope, at least.
Are you?
Yeah, yeah.
So Stefan has been playing it because Stefan wanted the code at first, and I'm like, yeah. Let me check with JJ because JJ, you were talking about it, and you're kind of a retro guy. And Stefan's pretty funny because his message to me was, by the way, I'm glad I didn't take Tomba. I've been playing it on my own, and it does not hold up. And he's probably playing on like PS5, you know.
Yeah, so at least it launches, I hope.
Yeah, hopefully that launches.
It's just like again, if you go to if you go to the Steam page and you read the reviews,
Uh-huh.
all the positive reviews read the exact same way of this was my favorite game as a kid. I'm glad you could, because that's what's cool. This game was kind of unavailable for a while.
Sure. Yeah.
So like having it as culturally, like it was a big game when it came out. It was because it was unique. It was something really unique at the time it came out, especially on the PlayStation, where this wasn't the kind of thing that was on the PlayStation. Especially a 2D side-scrolling game.
2.5D hardly existed at that time.
Right? Like I said, if you go through and read a lot of things, like you'll read like reviews for like Street Fighter Alpha 3 or something, and they're like, yeah, it's good, but like we're past the 2D era. Like everything needed to be 3D. Everything had to be polygons. And so this was like a great sort of half step. Like it's a polygonal character in a 2.5D world with unique, by a team that was like, at the time, like it was a new team, but it was, industry vets. Yeah. So what was this? I had to find out when this game initially came out. It was 97.
Oh, geez. Okay.
It was when this game came out. So. Boy.
Yeah.
And like, this is the guy who like made like Bionic Commando and like Ghosts and Goblins and stuff. Like that's what that's like this game's lineage is Capcom. Early Capcom. But
maybe seems like I should have stayed there.
I'm glad that you can get it. Like, because for the people who you read the Steam reviews for, it's like this was, this is such a nostalgic game. I love being able to. It's a good release for those people because, like, it's good. But like, there are better ways to play this game. That just. So yeah, definitely super disappointed in this release. Stefan just said. He tested it and booted it up again. I tested it and booted up again, but I'll probably delete it regardless.
It's funny. Like
I want to. I would like to play through Tomba again. Like I do. Like it's nostalgic for me.
Like the original nostalgia. Okay.
Yeah, I like the nostalgia. I don't think it's a good game now. I would not recommend it to somebody who's never played Tomba before.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's not like historically significant, but like for a person like me who. Like that era of gaming is where I was just like all in on everything. I read every magazine. I was like, this shit was exciting, but no, it's not good. It's not a good release. And the Carbon Engine stuff has been historically pretty great. So like, this is a rare swing and a miss from like the Carbon Engine releases from limited runs. So